Can you see anything on it?
No, you cannot see.
No, you can't see anything.
A single thing. Alright, hang on.
Hang on. That site is what I've been following for the last 2 hours. Look at the ass. Just look at it. This is the flagpole we're going to touch. This is officially the centre of Aber. Why not? And we're touching it, and now we're going. See you later, ladies and gents. We're become Velcro. It's a good start. It's a clean start. Just to give you an idea of the wind we're currently in. There you go. Wind farms up close. Raping the landscape and saving the environment all at once.
Great use of the word rape.
Can you see me now? Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, we're at our first campsite. We've travelled roughly 12 miles. Which isn't bad considering we started off at 1. We're literally in a field, but next to someone's back garden. I don't know if you can see out over there.
No, it's just pure darkness. That's the torch of truth.
You know, we've picked up our sustenance.
You can definitely see his tetley's.
But only now we're finding out if it's actually really cold and we don't have a fucking tent, which was definitely the right thing to do. We've got survival bags though, which will help us survive. But obviously survive is very different to sort of like
comfort,
being warm. This is the remains of where we slept last night. Dave, how would you describe our sleep?
Personally, I slept like a baby. Never had a better night's sleep in my life. Because, you know the saying, like, you never sleep better than when you're freezing cold, wet and shivering.
Just for the record, that's what we've just climbed up, thinking we were near the top of the hill, and we found out that it's actually downhill and then up a lot more hills. Right, we asked for directions through the mountains which we're currently in, and the guide described the ground as arsey. We thought at the time he was probably just being a bit weird, but no, he was exactly right. The ground is arsey. What I'm about to do for you now is I'm going to walk for you, what, 5 feet?
Like that.
Watch how many times I fall over. I'm alright. Oh! My point! Exactly!
It is actually really difficult. You can't just blame him because he's blind. It's just horrible ground. It's just disgusting.
Arsey.
We've had to cross 2 rivers now, and we're about to try and avoid those wind turbines in the background right there.
Just so you know, readers, watchers, viewers,
Valued customers.
We bought one map, one OS map, to get us from the coast to England. To do that you need 3 OS maps. They're $7.99 each. 4 is it? They're $7.99 each, we can't afford all of them. So we got a map for what we thought would be the trickiest part of this trip, and we were going to use it. We're in the middle of a mountain somewhere, and we're not on the map yet. So it's been difficult, it's been very difficult.
So we're going to go ask the person who lives in that house where we are.
It's not dog soldiers at all, is it?
No, it's more like the Hills of Ice. So this is long grain rice, and around it is Thai green curry. This is what Sam has to do his dinner. We don't have any mess tins or hexi burners to make it warm, so I asked Sam to describe it in one word, and he said crunchy. So
chew it, get through the crunch.
It's what I imagine.
Don't say anything too nice, I'm only halfway through mine.
That's what it's like to eat vomit.
Hang on, I've got, actually, there we go, there you go, I don't know if you can see that, that's what I'm eating. I mean, if you picture vomit, that is pretty much what you...
Right guys, basically we are very, very lost. We have a rough idea of where we are, but that is based on very limited information. We are rapidly running out of daylight. And we found this abandoned cottage, just like we thought. It's actually a bothy or a boothie's. Apparently they run hundreds of these in Wales. It's this place that's for travellers like us to apparently crash. Inside the guest book we found 2 numbers that we are now going to ring and ask to find out where the hell we are. Hopefully, if they aren't okay with us doing this, we have a lengthy amount of time
before they can find
it. Boys and girls, we're cracking open the tins. 5 to 3 now, because we've just figured out where we are. We're about 5 miles walking along this sort of path until we get to our next stop destination, where we are going to have a justly deserved pub dinner. We reckon, well, I think we can be there in an hour and a half.
I'm putting down 2 hours, safety.
With injuries, we won't know, but either way, cheers.
Any comments, Dave?
This sucks less balls than the mountains did.
Nice pose of the legs of David Rowell. It's very artistic, David, if I was honest. Looks like some kind of dodgy show. I don't know why you can see me here, guys. Essentially, what would you say? Luck has smiled on us today.
Yes.
Luck has really smiled on us today. Obviously, we were in a bit of a bad spot earlier. What with being lost in a mountain with nowhere to go type thing. But we came down through this valley and asked for directions, and we found this caravan site. So we knocked on the door and said, you know, would you mind if we stayed on your caravan site, just in a field somewhere? And they said, yeah, no problem. Do you want a shower? So we've had a shower. Most lovely people ever. What's the name of the caravan site?
We'll have to tell you tomorrow, boys and girls.
Galrari or something. We'll check it up in the morning. Well done. That's Dave making a scene. Anyway, long story short, gave us a shower, drove us to the nearest pub. We've had a pub meal, and now we are currently staying in one of their spare caravans, as opposed to what is actually the floor in a wood, which is what we were expecting. So it's all turned out for the better, really, guys. We're pretty happy. Tomorrow, the border, as we stand here, is 25 miles away. We have to cover 25 miles tomorrow if we are to be successful in making the border. We're going to give it a go. Aren't we, Dave? Today is our final day. It's 5 in the morning. We have 25 miles to walk in 11 hours. Easy, really? There we go. Essentially, Dave's hurt his ankle. It's because we've been going over rough terrain for the last 2 days, and he sprained his ankle and he can't go on any further. So he's bravely said, you go on, mate. Seeing as though we're only 12 miles away from the border, you can push it and do it and complete the challenge while he gets his own way home. So the support car is currently on its way to Dave, while I try and smash out 12 miles on the road. I'm just climbed out of Newtown. My support crew has arrived. Say hello, Joe.
Hey, Sam. We've got a long way to go.
8 miles, it turns out.
Miles.
We thought it was 3, it's 8.
I've just had a ride in the car and I'm fucking tired already.
Are we recording now?
Yep.
Right. I don't know if you can see by this sign, but
Can I?
I'm just about to come into Kerry. We've got 4 miles left, as opposed to, what, 2 did we think? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Our support crew has delivered valid support.
Valid support.
4 miles to go.
4 miles to go.
England starts over there.
Oh, they took my boots, they won't give them back. Told you we would do it. See the civilization. 3 quick, easy steps. I hope you all learn from our mistakes.
Don't do it. It's essentially.
You can't do it. That's essentially what we're saying.